Oil and Gas Investors' exclusive Premium Blend video series presents in-depth conversations with executives in E&P, finance, transactions, and technology. Can you discuss the current situation of LNG being exported through projects like Cheniere? At the same time, there is a glut of gas.
We're entering into a very interesting time for natural gas in North America because connectivity of North American natural gas to the international markets is now beginning. It's at a low level because we have only one major facility for exports, but that will build year in, year out for the next 5, probably the next 10 years even. We're going to see the connectivity of Gulf Coast onshore U.S. gas coming out of various export facilities. We'll also see, very importantly, the big Marcellus play and Utica plays achieve connectivity, both by shipping gas toward the Gulf Coast and displacing Gulf Coast gas into the international market, but also eventually with the opening of Cove Point, there'll be direct connectivity of Marcellus gas and Utica gas to the international markets. Geopolitical consequences to that. One, to a degree, it'll become something of a challenge, or certainly an alternative for European purchases of Russian gas, their ability to look at the trade-off there. And to some degree, there'll be some head-to-head competition between North American gas, U.S. gas, and gas coming out of the Middle East, primarily out of Qatar.
Will the lowering of LNG prices and the glut of gas negate the possible geopolitical consequences?
One of the things on the demand side, the global demand side for natural gas and for LNG as the form of that gas, is what's happening in China. China's change of strategy and the primacy of one-party rule has a consequence for China, which is slower economic growth. Slower economic growth has knock-on effects within China for its demand for all forms of petroleum, including gas. It also has consequences for China's trading partners, and the growth in Asia is likely to be lower. And all of that will have an impact on the supply-demand picture. I still believe that we're going to see more growth in demand, but I think it will be at a somewhat lower pace than we've seen in the past.
What is necessary for U.S. gas to compete in the global market?
I just want to underscore how important I think it is that the connectivity of North American gas, both to the Atlantic markets involving Europe and to the Asian markets, is there. The Panama Canal, as it's expanded, means that gas shipped out of the Gulf Coast, out of Sabine Pass, out of the Houston Ship Channel, out of Lake Charles, can compete effectively in Asian markets alongside the many sources of gas that are there in the Asian markets. Right now, the price has come down a lot because gas used to be priced in a fairly rigid structure, but now with this connectivity and with the low oil price, you've seen a lot of pressure. As oil recovers, then natural gas will benefit to some degree as well.
To stay up to date on the most recent Hart Energy videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking here.